You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
We're stood now in Eastcheap, a street in central London that has ancient origins. Its name comes from cheap, the Old English word for market, and it's given the name East as opposed to Westcheap, another former market street that is now called Cheapside. In medieval times, Eastcheap was the main meat market in the city of London, with butchers' stalls lining both sides of the street. It's notable as the former location of Falstaff's Boar Inn, featured in William Shakespeare's Henry IV Part 1, Henry IV Part 2. The inn was home to various types of the underbelly of society in Shakespeare's plays, including criminals. In the play, young Henry, or Prince Hal as he is known, spends time amongst this underbelly. And with these people he learns valuable lessons about the country that he will someday rule. Eastcheap is well known to historians as the home of a character far removed from those who might have frequented the Boar's Head. Nehemiah Wallington, a London woodturner whose notebooks reveal a great deal about life in the 17th-century city, lived in the tiny parish of St Leonard's, Eastcheap, a few dozen yards north of London Bridge. The parish clerk recorded between 1602 and 1611 190 burials, and noted the age of death for most of these. Around a fifth died before the age of 1, 42% by the age of 10, and the majority before the age of 21. Though this did include 70 people taken by a bout of plague in 1603, and they give altogether a sobering sense of life and death in the early 17th century city. And it was in this world that Wallington and others like him sought to live, work, thrive, play, and in which they eventually died. Historians are thankful that Wallington wrote about the things he read, saw and thought in the early 17th century city, and during his life he saw many things, including eventually the civil wars which saw the execution of the king. Wallington was a Puritan, somebody who wanted further Protestant reform of the English Church. This rich subculture with England has long been a fascination to scholars, and generations of historians have taken quotation from the rich insights into his life and times provided by his 7 remarkable surviving written notebooks. These allow unique insight into the daily life of a Puritan artisan and of our understanding of popular Puritanism as it existed beneath the ministers, preachers and authors who often give us most of our source material. In a world where literacy was rare, even the survival of just 7 of Wallington's original notebooks, which may have been as many as 50, has elevated him to a level of prominence that a man of his status is rarely allowed in studies of the period. Through his notebooks we get a rich insight into his work and life, his loves and losses, and what it was like to live in the early modern city of London.